Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. So I'm just shuffling up right now. I'm going to get ready to do a quick love spread. I want to see what's happening with the collective with regards to relationships closest to you, romantic partnerships, sexual partnerships, and things of that nature. So we're going to pray and just see what we get. The energies are just so robust at this time. I feel like just doing a love energy is very much honing in on a specific energy, because love and relationships closest to you isn't the only area that's being overly stimulated at this time or is going to be stimulated, meaning many of you guys, which we've been talking about over the past year, preparing the collective to be stimulated in all areas. And at the end of the last live that I did, there was this energy of like needing to balance your work and personal life, balance all of the ace energies that are requiring your work to cultivate and continue to manifest. So build on what it is that you have received or the opportunities that you've gotten. So you're feeling stimulated in career. There's a lot of ace new beginning energy with regards to career, but you could also be feeling that with regards to relationships. Some of you guys are in brand new relationships, and some of you guys are in pre-existing relationships that are going through a brand new energy, meaning neither of you guys have gone through this before. Neither of you have been in this energy together in this space. So there's this sense of newness, even with regards to pre-existing couples. So anyways, there's a lot of transformation energy too. So I feel like for those that are in relationships, you are at a make or break point. So you were reading readings and you were looking at these like ending relationships as like you were really considering ending your relationship, genuinely didn't know if it was something you should do or not. And I see that some of you guys don't end the relationship because you realize that through your own spiritual journey, that the growth and the ascension that you're going through, you need to leave room for your partner to go through because they're actively growing and ascending too. So some of you guys, your relationship is going to go through a massive transformation where devil energy initiated you to end the relationship. And guys, you have to use your discernment, because this only applies to the couples that both individually are choosing to grow and ascend. And that each individual just has to see the mirror of that ascension and growth within their partner. And then offer that love and compassion that you've offered to yourself in your journey to your partner. And then you pass these plateaus. You are really able to come out the other side feeling stronger, better. Where for many of you, your personal transformation you've never really gotten the opportunity to explore this newfound transformed version of you when it comes to sex, love, and relationships. So there's this sense of, even if you're not a virgin, sex feeling like a new experience because it's very different. You look at sex, partake in sex, the energy you show up towards sex is very different than it was in your karmic cycle. So it's going to feel kind of new. Where for others of you, I feel like I'm losing track of what I'm saying. Some of you guys are asking me what I'm eating. Nothing good. It's like integration. Some of you guys feel a little bit nervous about integrating yourself, feeling vulnerable, having experiences that feel like they're brand new. Even dating, for many of you, it's going to be a completely different experience. What's required of you, it's almost like you're looking at how karmic you were in past relationships because of what you weren't willing to do, what you weren't willing to say, how you weren't willing to show up. So there's this like, you guys feeling like it's like you learned how to ride a bike with training wheels and now you're learning to ride them without them. So you're getting an opportunity. It's not the first time riding a bike, but it's your first time riding the bike without the training wheels. And I feel like we're given training wheels when we're going through that karmic experience. The divine giving us the training wheels, knowing that it's going to be, we can't do certain things on our own. And I just feel like there's this energy now where we've gained the strength, we've gotten the practice, and I feel like the practice was within as an individual. The internal work that you've done has transformed you, and now it's about integrating this transformed version of you in these new experiences that the universe is going to bring about to you now. So there's a lot happening with regards to sex and relationships. I feel a lot of family energy too. Like there's just a lot of karmic ass shit going on with you guys' family, and it's so the polar opposite in the sense of my experience, because I don't come from a big family, or at least I did, and that was dismantled like over almost 2 decades ago. So I've been on my own for a very long time. And I'm not saying that you guys haven't been alone. It's just your family dynamic. There's this feeling like you need to answer to your family, or that their expectations on you hold a lot of weight, or their idea and how they look at you holds a lot of weight in your life. So you'll do a lot in order to manage the way your parents look at you, from career to where you live to the kind of person you date, like all of that. So I also am feeling a lot of that energy with regards to relationships closest to you, and that being triggered, meaning it's the divine's going to ask you, how far are you willing to do this with them? So you might have your family ask you some outrageous things, or say some things that really put you in conflict. Like, what are you going to choose? Are you really going to choose to not date this person you love, or not pursue this job opportunity because your parents say you shouldn't, or your family's going to look down on that? You're going to be put in this crossroads, 2 of Wands kind of energy, like what you gonna do? But it's different now because you're awakened. So you've been at this point before many times, but you weren't awakened. So you'd always choose whatever karmic energy pulled you the most, and it was that family, that codependency. And now your authenticity, your why paradigm is what pulls you more. So there is going to be this energy of like feeling triggered, upset that you're even put in a position to choose, looking at your family or your parents being like, you should be supporting me, not putting me in this position. So I feel like there's some triggering that's also happening. I can't destroy this jacket like I did the other one. The Magician is the first card out. Power, action, skills. This is about the skills that you've gained in your personal ascension journey. That's what I meant about not getting an opportunity. You haven't had an opportunity to test these skills out yet. You just gained them. You just acquired them. It's like coming out of school but not having any like practical work knowledge, work experience. And then we have the two of Wands. What are you going to do? How far are you going to let this go? Meaning this oppression, this pull outside of your authenticity. How far are you going to let them go? I feel like you're looking at certain people and you're like, I can't let them continue doing this in my life, or you feel like you have to put a stop to somebody's behavior or create boundaries surrounding somebody that you might not be ready to cut off yet. So it's like, okay, if I can't cut them off, or I don't want to cut them off, what am I going to do? Because it can't stay like this. Boundaries. Some of you guys are going to be initiated to creating boundaries with people that you would have typically cut off. 10 of Cups. Prosperity, joy, family, and contentment. Plans, partnership, and influence. I feel like you guys are going to be coming into union with people in order to learn to practice the skills that you've obtained in your own internal spiritual journey and transformation. So the relationships externally to you that are pre-existing, as well as these new ones, are going to further be a reflection of the transformation that's occurred inside of you, i.e. how different you are now. So these relationships are going to feel very different. You're going to be expected to move very differently. So this isn't a time to be referring on the past as a point of reference, because this isn't the past. You're experienced in things that you went through in the past. You're not experienced with this here. So this is the divine telling me the collective's getting an opportunity to gain skills and knowledge in new experiences. This is a new karmic timeline. Remember, I told you the new timeline still has karmic lessons and all that shit. It feels a little bit like that, but anyways, then we have the Two of Cups. Again, this partnership. 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups. We've got partnership on 2 different cards. Harmony, peace, influence, and plans. So this is interesting. Then we have the 5 of Swords. the Ten of Wands, and then the Chariot. That's a massive blockage. And then the Two of Pentacles. Harmony, balance. Harmony and balance. And the imbalance here, the discord and the blockage is the Ten of Wands and the Five of Swords. So upheaval, conflict, loss, and then burden, demands, and overload. Somebody is burdened with conflict, burdened with loss, burdened with the upheaval, which was attempts in the past to love. Somebody is burdened by the past, long and short. The conflicts and the loss of the past. You take this past out, all you have is a beautiful, abundant future in love, sex, and relationships. But because some of you can't let go of the past, it doesn't feel like this is possible. It doesn't feel like you can manifest this. Some of you have manifested and it feels like you can't move forward in the manifestation that you know you brought in. And it's the blockage. It's your past. And using the past as a reference point for now and this brand new opportunity for love. Okay, let's see what else. We've got the Four of Pentacles, which speaks of security, stability, savings. Some of you guys you've never experienced stability in partnerships. You've only been able to achieve stability within yourself. So you really struggle, Five of Swords, to trust other people with regards to building foundations and attributing to your own stability, meaning relying on somebody's efforts with regards to stability for you, because it's a joint effort. The stability you create for yourself, you offer to anybody who's close to you, of course your intimate partner, but so do they, if they're in alignment, which it looks like they do with the Chariot card. You can't move forward if there is an alignment. Looks like some of you guys are going to get a new opportunity to build a foundation with somebody in relationships. And I feel like some of you guys haven't gotten an opportunity to do that ever. So that's going to feel like a learning curve. And there's going to be a need for you to really just humble yourself and be open to what it is you want. Honor what you offer. Honor what your partner offers. And then really work to become cohesive. It's like a team effort. This is the independence, the independent coexistence. This is what I'm looking at here and people working that out. I was going to say something else. Some of you guys have built stability with a connection and then have felt like it's been torn down because of some kind of deceit, loss, something outside of what you felt was your control. So you had potential, you had vision, you put in work to build a foundation that would lead there, but it wasn't the Ten of Swords, it wasn't the Ten of Pentacles, it was the Ten of Swords. So whatever efforts you put to build were inevitably going to be torn down. Some of you guys can't get past the destruction of that. You're sentimental to all the efforts that you put in a certain connection, and the divine's asking you to be willing to build that foundation again, and some of you guys are really struggling to do that. Especially if this is somebody you've been with before or are with and are just deciding that you don't want to leave. Six of Swords. Some of you guys are going to leave a connection secretively. Like, you want to leave, but you can't just up and leave. That's what you're telling me. You have to do it a certain type of way. So this, I feel like some of you guys are either traveling or moving in private. Nobody's going to know that you're leaving until maybe the day of, maybe when you've already left, maybe when you've already moved. You might be going up planning a vacation. Nobody's going to even know that you've left. There's some kind of secrecy to some kind of moving and travel. Then we've got the Five of Cups. There's disappointment here. There's loss. This is about moving on. There's a lot of sorrow. This is what holds you back, collective, in love, sex, and relationships. It's burdened by the destruction that you experienced on the karmic cycle. Doesn't matter. You don't care that it was inevitable. You don't care that it had to come down. The fact of how it went down and that experience has you really struggling to be open to love. It's coming. Love's coming. An opportunity to love is coming towards you, collective. So if you feel that way, don't stress yourself in trying not to feel that way and being unauthentic. Just be open to the healing that is going to help you come out of this energy that you feel stuck in, which is the burden of the pain and the destruction and the loss of the past. Whoa. The Hangman flew out. The World, successful completion, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. And the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. There's nothing I can say. Only God can do what I see needs to be done here. Only God. I can't do it. No one. There's nothing anybody can say that is going to make you believe. It's part of that initiation. It's part of that connection to God. Only God can really make you a believer. Only God can really touch you in that way. It's like there are things, some of you guys are so beaten down that you don't manifest. I don't know, I'm tapping almost into an energy of some of you guys. You really don't come. Wait, let me think this energy through. Because look, we've got the Hangman and then the Ten of Cups in reverse, and it's because of how you're looking at it, because you're upside down. Right side up, upside down. Something about your perspective on something. I see beautiful things coming into you, collective, and I just see some of you guys struggling to believe that, struggling to have faith in that, struggling to manifest it. It's okay. Some of you guys don't even realize your deep-rooted heartache manifested it for you. Your deep-rooted heartbreak manifested it for you. The Knight of Wands, the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Empress, the Page of Cups, the Sun, Seven of Wands, and the Star. I feel like some of you guys are going to stand your ground towards somebody. You're going to end a karmic cycle by not getting back together with somebody again. Somebody who wants to give it another go, and they want to, I feel like you've seen enough, and you are not willing to be with somebody again, or to stay together with them this time. You're ending a karmic cycle by telling someone, no, I stand my ground. I'm done with you now. Like, I'm done with this connection. I'm moving on. And then many of you guys are going to wrap up a karmic cycle that way. And you're going to do it before the end of the year. I hear you being like, it's too much now. This has been dragged on long enough. The Empress. Yeah, the Empress is like, I'm tired of this. This has been dragged on long enough now. So that's why I feel like you've tried. The Four of Cups. Yeah, somebody's offering their love to you and you are not. Look at you. Somebody's offering their love to you and you're not having it. You're not open to it. It's the King of Swords. I feel like there's somebody who was really cold to you, that is coming to you, trying to offer you some kind of love and emotions, and you are reflecting to them your experience of them. So you're now being cold back to them because that's how you perceive them being, and that's how you're choosing to respond to them in return. You're going to give them the same energy they were so gracious as to give you. Justice. The Five of Wands. and the moon. There's some hidden, somebody has a beef with you and they're not saying. Somebody has a problem with you and they're not communicating it, because the moon and the Five of Wands, that's a hidden conflict. That could even be a hidden competition. Somebody's competing with you and you don't even know it. But this is hidden. This is somebody who doesn't want you to know that they dislike you and they have a beef with you. They don't want you to know that they're in competition with you. What else is going on? Four of Swords, Seven of Cups. Some of you are really struggling. You're like wallowing in heartbreak. You feel really far removed from the love and romance vibration. And I just feel like some of you guys feel like you're yearning for something that you can't manifest into yourself. You wish you had options in love, but you don't. Or you feel like the options you bring about to you are not what you want. They bring about the same thing, just heartbreak and disappointment. Some of you guys are feeling really, you're lacking faith and you're feeling really turned off from love, sex, and relationship at this time. You're not feeling prosperous when it comes to love, sex, and relationships. Some of you guys are tired of dating. This is being tired of online dating. It's like, I've tried dating. I'm just over it now. And then the Nine of Swords. There's some kind of stress here. What's this stress about? Some of you guys feel stressed about what you have to go through by yourself. You're just tired of having to go through everything by yourself. You wish you had a partner to go through things with you. But you're in initiation of seeing what you can do for yourself and what God does for you every day. This is about you and your connection with the Creator. Look for companionship in yourself and in your Creator at this time, knowing that your romantic partner, when you manifest it, will be a reflection of exactly that, you and the Creator. That's beautiful. That's a divine partnership. Now I'll bring out my little makeshift deck. You guys don't like when I call it makeshift. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels. Divine mirror. They will reflect the part of you that loves yourself, not the part of you that doesn't. So yes, that companionship you're craving for right now and you feel like you're not getting from people, look for it within yourself and the Creator, and it will be mirrored back to you. And then what's underneath Divine Mirror? It's Libra energy, House of Balance, partnership, marriage, and business agreements and contracts. That's justice. We had justice energy already. You're going to experience justice when you manifest your Divine Mirror. Consecrated unions and fire element. Compulsion, motivation, creativity, willpower, passion, passionate, and energetic. And then we've got consecrated unions, sacred sex, twin flames, soulmates, matrimony, destined partnerships. Wow. There's partnerships on like how many fucking cards here? There was partnership on 2 cards. Then there was partnership on this. There's partnership on this. First quarter. This is the moon, first quarter moon. Decision making, going after and taking steps towards goals, overcoming obstacles, and escapism. I feel like this is a willingness to overcome obstacles in your union. There's going to be actions that are taken. I feel like people are going to really attempt, this could be you or other people, really take attempts to overcome conflicts in your union, and even that should be cathartic, considering how many people never really gave a fuck about the conflicts that you had with them and didn't worry about them and let your relationship with them go by the wayside. So it looks like somebody's going to fight for the connection by wanting to like overcome the obstacles and the issues. Those are partnerships you can do something with. You can't do anything with people who just abandon the connection when it gets a little bit tough. These are fair weather friends and fair weather partners. And many of you guys are used to that. And that was a reflection of your love of self. It was fair weather. You're proud and happy of yourself when things are going your way, and then when they aren't, you're mean to yourself and you blame yourself and you talk shit to yourself. You're fair weather even to yourself. You are fair weather to the divine. Going to the divine and praying to God when things are bad, but not going to God when things are good. Or maybe vice versa. You only think about God and celebrate God in moments of, happiness and joy, but when things are dark, you don't go to your creator. It's like this fair weather friend energy. I just feel like you're coming out of that energy collective. You're coming into union with people who know how to show up in a relationship and in a union because they show up on account of themselves. They're accountable. Right? So I just feel like you're going to be asked, collective, to do many things that you did on the karmic cycle, except for you did it in an energy that wasn't conducive to really building things. It was an energy of codependency, doing very similar things like investing in connections and being willing to put in the work to build on them and heal them from conflict. You're going to be asked to do those things again. And you can't use the past as a reference point in the sense of, well, I tried this in the past and it didn't work. So what? You tried a skill and it didn't work over there. That means you're going to chuck the whole skill out and not use it. It's like, I don't know, there's this, not trial and error. It's almost like putting to practice certain things. Anyways, pivotal alliances, like consecrated unions and pivotal alliances, joint ventures, co-manifesting, business and romantic partners, coexistence. Like, it's all about these relationships closest to the collective at this time. Libra house of partnership. This is Libra energy that's very strong in the collective right now. And then we've got the mirrors, right? Just tons of partnership collective that's going on right now. Let's see what else, though. I'm going to pull some from the romance angels. Just getting caught back up on content. There's a lot going on. I'll do some one-card spreads, too. Maybe we'll do a one-card spread out of the romance angels this week, too. Anyways, let's see. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of it this week. Thank you for connecting me to today. Please allow me to communicate clearly any other messages regarding sex, love, and relationships, their personal ascension and development. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels, for everything they do for me in the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, the protection. We're nothing without it, and we're nothing without you, so that you to the Most High, forever and ever. Amen. Okay. Religious path. Okay, so for many of you guys, some of you guys are questioning this path. Some of you guys, you are doubting that the path that you've picked, you'll actually be able to find true love for some reason. You feel like the path that you're on doesn't bring love for you. Or for some of you, you feel like the path that you're on doesn't allow a certain part of you to live freely for some reason. And it's about releasing that and taking back control of your life and giving yourself the freedom and liberation. Then we've got release your expectations, or release your ex. Time has come back to clear your energy. Yeah, some of you guys, this whole release your ex energy is your reference point. The ex that you refer to about relationships and how you behave and how you show up. You don't show up that way anymore. You don't behave that way anymore. And the person that's in front of you or that you're manifesting isn't anything like this person. Nothing. Okay? So, which is also going to further show you that you were never in alignment or not meant to further explore anything than you did with certain people from the past. So it's really about letting it go and releasing it. Freeing yourself from the past is what I get from that. Then we've got the honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together and make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps guided to take. Somebody wants to spend the holidays with you. Um, some of you guys want to spend the holidays with somebody. I don't know. And then we've got you deserve love, you are lovable, and heart-to-heart conversations. So some of you guys are going to end up having a very emotional holiday season, and I think it might be because of certain people that you connect with and certain conversations that you have. So some of you guys are taking time off, and it's almost like the divine knows that you're going to be off work and is going to be really bringing you to the opposite end of the spectrum. So it's like you're going to be still working, but it's going to be more emotional. I feel like you're going to come out of holiday season feeling a little bit emotionally exhausted because of certain things that occurred, conversations. I don't think you were anticipating to expel the kind of emotions or address or have triggered within you the emotions that will be between now and the holiday season. Okay. Some unrequited love wants to reconcile. And then I see keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I feel like it's about really keeping an open mind, because some of you guys might have somebody come back from the past and you haven't manifested a new relationship yet. So it's about keeping an open mind, because I feel like you understand through having conversations that this relationship is still unrequited. But a part of you feels some kind of passion or feels a little bit like you're getting some kind of emotional attention that you've yearned for. You're getting out of this person, even though the connection is essentially unrequited. It's about keeping an open mind that there's love outside of this connection that you had. I feel like you had love and passion with somebody. It's went unrequited, and it needs to, like, you need to move on. You need to believe, or I feel like you in yourself are being challenged to believe that there's love outside of this unrequited one, which you keep revisiting or is looking for you to revisit at this time. For some of you, it's about keeping an open mind. Somebody that you might have met recently wants to spend the holidays with you. So they could be asking you to, like, keep an open mind. I know it's early, like, but would you like to spend Christmas or, spend the holidays, or I want to spend time with you. This could be like the first time you've, like, spent consecutive days sharing a quarter and sleeping with somebody. So I feel like somebody wants to ask a lot of your time, considering how new you are. So you could have just met this person, they want to go on a trip with you, and you're just thinking, I don't know if I'm comfortable, like, just going on a trip with somebody that I just met. And I feel like you're being asked to have an open mind with regards to how quickly a relationship is developing for some of you. Like allowing your feelings, allowing your actions to catch up with your feelings. It's safe to love. That's what I feel. You are questioning whether it's safe. You're afraid. You're afraid, for some of you, that a connection is going to go unrequited, so you're holding back. Almost like there's no point in me giving my all, because all my connections go unrequited. This person's not gonna, they're end up gonna come out of love with me, or they're not gonna be attracted to me eventually. Like, they never do. That's what some of you guys are saying. You don't feel like it's safe to love because your connections go unrequited, and then you just feel like you're left there standing. So the universe is asking you to open your heart, and you're going, why? It always becomes unrequited. This is what I'm trying to say about this needing to free yourself from the past reference point. How are you ever going to come out of an unrequited cycle if you become the unrequited cycle now? Meaning you sabotage these connections. So now you become the karmic mirror, where you mirror the karmic partners that don't believe in love. The ones that you presented love to, they didn't believe it, they didn't choose it, and now love is being presented to you and you're not going to choose it. You are living out the unrequited love cycle, karmic cycle that you've been on. You're just living it out on the different end. It's just as painful. It's just as unfulfilling. Don't worry. If you talk to your exes, they would tell you too. And not for some of you, not really, because unrequited love it's not always because somebody isn't paying attention, honoring, or respecting the love that is there. Sometimes it's just the fact that these people are not in alignment. So for some of you, you need to free yourself from a connection that's unrequited, but it's not so much about the love. I think there's a mutual love. There's not enough attraction and chemistry, meaning you don't feel the desire to want to stay close with this person anymore. You need to ask yourself why. Or else what will happen is you'll just perpetuate unrequited love cycles, not being able to identify these kind of things. Let your friends help what? Heal family issues, and very soon. Healing family issues, let your friends help, and very soon. And then children, wow, there feels like there's like a lot of work with regards to like family and children. And this, again, could be a very emotional time of year with regards to family. There could be a lot that the moon energy reveals that the family was hiding. This could be finding information out about family members and it really impacting you because you have a very close relationship with your family members, meaning you're looking at this person differently because of things that were revealed. So there's going to be this healing family issues energy that you'll be talking to your friends about. True love and engagement. Some of you guys are going to be this personal, like, remember I told you your personal ascension journey, it impacts your love life because now your whole love life is ascending, right? Your whole love life is ascending. This true love energy, can we know a little bit about this? This is a romance of a lifetime. Playfulness, codependency, and this could be the one. Why is there codependency? Addictions are affecting your love life. There is a strong magnetic attraction. I feel like this addiction energy has to do with what is attracting you to somebody and making you think that they are the one. So this is you saying, I think somebody's the one, and this is the divine or your friends and family asking you why, and you don't know. Give your relationship a chance, attraction, and then extend your lighthearted energy. I feel like somebody's going to be asking you to take a chance on the relationship. I mean, you can. I don't know. Deception, like I don't know. And then trust, so I definitely don't know. Express your love. Past life relationships. Pay attention to the red flags. There's somebody you don't trust. You're going to honestly express, not just love. You're going to express that you don't trust somebody. You're going to express to somebody, I know you just lied. I know you've been lied. That's going to cause somebody to retreat. You're going to expose somebody's lies. It's going to cause them to retreat. Why? Because they're still deceptive and they're still a liar. For some of you, there are people who you don't understand why they retreated from you. It's because they're liars and they would rather just maintain this. They feel like they're in power. So you knowing the truth, being able to identify the truth and tap into it, intimidates people. It makes them feel powerless. So a lot of the time people will withdraw from you to maintain some kind of sense of power because you question whether or not you know the truth. You don't need people to validate shit. You know the fucking truth about people, man. The fuck? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just running my mouth. All right. I think we're done. I just want to pull a few more of my little... The runner. Okay, what are you running from, collective? Or who? Some of you guys are running from someone. And then there's Lilith, the dark goddess, being brave enough to explore the darkest parts of your soul and not afraid to do it alone. So that means you're running from the divine partner, the universal law of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Chance is nothing but a name for the law not recognized. And then we've got the karmic mirror. Some of you guys are running away from this karmic mirror. You're running away from the karmic mirror and you're chasing the divine mirror of you. And I just feel like for some of you, this karmic mirror energy is going to catch up to whoever's running away from it. So this is denying how the universe has shown you your own karmic energy in partners. So this is where you're just the victim and everybody else is the big bad boogeyman. Well, your karma, the karma you were not able to see that you For example, like if you don't know how the low vibrational energy you contributed, or how you were a part of the demise of a relationship, and you are running away from the karmic mirror of you, it's about to catch up to you and it's going to trip you. Meaning you'll have no choice but to see how it's reflected. And then we have the house of self. Ooh, yeah. I see an ego death also occurring. Physical appearance, ego, beginnings and initiatives, and life. And there's lots of new beginnings happening in love. But I'm done with this now. I don't know why all of a sudden I felt triggered. But we're done with this. Okay, I love you guys. Until the next time I see you, keep letting your inner angels live. Mwah. Ciao.